Well, right now we've got a Category 3 hurricane, but it looks like it's having some difficulty maintaining that strength. It has been weakening little by little as we've made our way through the morning hours here. Winds are at about 115 miles per hour, so they're just into that Category 3 range. If they drop down to 110, then they're in a Category 2 hurricane range there, and that might happen as we get to the 11 a.m. update. We'll have to wait and see. That 11 a.m. update that's going to come out in a little less than an hour from now is going to be a pretty important update because it will be the update that reflects the motion of the storm. It was stationary during the last few updates, so that's going to be important for the track. It's moving northwest at 1 mile per hour. It is expected to move up past our viewing area and make it up near the Space Coast by later on tonight. There's still some big wiggle room here in the cone, but we might see that cone get a little more narrow as the 11 a.m. update comes out because now the storm is in motion. When this cone was originally made, the storm was still stationary and there were a lot of different variations in the forecast. So we'll see if the cone gets more narrow, even as it stays offshore from us. If that's the case today, if it doesn't wiggle over closer to us, we're still going to see tropical storm conditions throughout the day today. The storm has been expanding as it's been weakening as well, and those tropical storm force winds have been expanding out to 160 miles from the center. Tropical storm conditions all the way out past Lake Okeechobee right now, and those big rain bands going out too. And look at this mess of an eye at the moment where it's all broken up in the middle and not as symmetrical as it was. There's some dry air trying to come in. There's wind shear coming in. There are things fighting against this storm from strengthening. Plus, it has a whole bunch of cold water underneath it now instead of warm water, which is what it needs for fuel because it's been churning up the ocean with colder water, and the rain from the storm itself is cooling the ocean surface. Here's a quick look at the rainfall that's coming in these bands, moving down through the Treasure Coast, down toward Okeechobee, Port St. Lucie, Jupiter, Palm Beach Gardens. We've got some heavy rainfall, Lake Worth to Boynton Beach right now. That's traveling down to the south of Boca with just a little shower. So the 11 a.m. update that's coming out soon, new forecast track, new intensity forecast. We'll see how strong it is and how strong it's going to be. Watches and warnings may be updated a bit, and there will be a full discussion about what hurricane hunters have found as they've been investigating the storm this morning.